What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Frankie Bones, and in today's video we are going to be covering all of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Season 3 updates, which went live today. Some of the things should be going live here shortly. I'm recording this in the afternoon. Video won't get out until later today, but wanted to get this out as quick as I can. Go over some of the major changes for you guys, some of the new maps, new weapons we're adding, some of the weapon balancing that has occurred, and ultimately what is going on with ranked play. Before we get too far into this, if you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to drop a like to support me and the channel. If you guys are new, please feel free to drop a sub. Tons of more videos coming out on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, including ranked play, some pub stuff, and any updates that we have in the future. Now, as we get into this, going to go through some of these things pretty quickly here. The first thing is Ricochet anti-cheat. Some of you guys might be pretty familiar with this from past games. Sort of just the engine that they use to try and combat hackers. So they did release that. This software has been updated for both Warzone and ranked play. While a lot of the hackers at this point are pretty high up in ranked play. Obviously, with the reset, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, hopefully this will do its job and prevent some of these hackers from getting into our lobbies. Obviously, you have to be a real big loser to be cheating in a video game, but some people still feel the need to do it. So, definitely pretty whack from them, but glad to see an update. We'll see ultimately how effective it is. The next thing that I want to talk about is the Battle Pass Black Cell, which pretty interesting. This is a premium Battle Pass that will give you access to additional skins, weapons, things like that. It will come at the hefty cost of $29.99 from what I've seen, so definitely a pretty big bag to drop. I would assume that it is pretty similar to that of the regular Battle Pass, to the point where you will earn enough tokens to be able to redeem this again. But again, I'm not going to look too far into it. I don't really buy too many things on the game. I may end up getting the optic skin, but outside of that, I just get the Battle Pass once a year. Make sure that I play through enough to be able to redeem it for the rest of the season. The next thing we'll talk about is the Trophy Hunt Limited Event. Kind of a interesting little thing here to get people on right after the update. Ultimately, what this is every single time that you get a kill on a player, it says unique player, so I assume that is in multiplayer and as well as Warzone. Again, I'm not really a Warzone player, but every time that you get a kill, then they will drop a trophy on the map. You go over and pick it up. And at the end of the game, I believe all those get added to like your vault or your bank. I kind of forget the terminology that they used here. I have the graphic up here on screen for you guys. And you can redeem these rewards, or you can redeem these trophies rather for rewards such as blueprints, skins, and I believe Battle Pass skip tokens. So pretty interesting. Definitely a cool little thing to grind here early in the season to try and get some quick rewards. It didn't say how long this is going to be running through, so if you want to do this, I'd recommend hopping on as soon as possible. The next thing we'll talk about is a quick progression update. Players can reach up to level 650 in this update, which will get you up to 13th prestige. Kind of forget what the max was in this past season. I don't believe that I hit it. It might have been, and I have the graphic up here, I believe that it's again, up to 13th prestige, but I think it was 450. I kind of forget, though. I don't really think I got up there, but just an update for you guys to see how high you can grind. The next thing we'll talk about is the new weapons that have been added to the game. The first of which is definitely pretty exciting and has gotten a lot of buzz over the past couple of weeks since it was rumored and leaked to be added to the game. This is the FJX Imperium Sniper, aka the Intervention. So everybody who played the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 knows that this is one of the best snipers of all time. In my opinion, the best sniper of all time. It was such a goated game for snipers with the EBR and the Barrett and the Intervention. the WA 2000. Just kidding there, but definitely a pretty legendary weapon returning, and you can get it pretty quickly out of the battle pass, so looking forward to getting my hands on that and potentially getting a gameplay up for you guys soon. The other weapon that's going to be released is the Cronin Squall Battle Rifle. Not really too excited about this one, not really going to be able to use it too much, but it is good to see them adding more and more stuff into the game as a result of not a lot of things being out on release. The next thing that we'll talk about is some of the weapon balancing that's taking place. I'll pull up a screenshot for you guys here with the two main things that we're going to be talking about, the ARs and the subs. If you guys are more interested in a lot more of these weapons, you guys can pause the video here and look through for yourself. And I'll also link the article for the patch notes down below in the comments, or in the description rather. The two mains that we're focusing on here are the TAC, which on the screenshot here, I took that screenshot about 20 minutes ago or so, around 1:30 p.m., and it said that the TAC headshot damage was increased, which is pretty crazy. The time to kill is really fast in this game, and when you're accurate, you can really put people down pretty quick. But since then, now it's 1:56 p.m., that article has been updated to show the headshot damage being decreased. So somebody slipped up. I'm going to assume that it was decreased, or it was always intended to be decreased. I'm not sure why initially it was listed that way, but pretty interesting to see a change here after the article launched. The other thing is for the Vaznev, that the headshot damage has decreased on that as well. Obviously, a lot of people are complaining, sort of getting quote-unquote shotgunned up close by the Vaznev, which has a very fast time to kill, sort of up in your face. Makes sense as a sub, but obviously you don't want it to be too cheesy. And the other thing for submachine guns overall, there will be an increase in hip spread accuracy. So everybody complaining about the Vaznev DS cheese with the no scopes after activating Dead Silenced, it'll only get worse, so let's just keep complaining. Talking about some new modes that have been added to the game. The first one I'll talk about is Gunfight, which is, wouldn't say a traditional, but more of a classic throwback mode. It is a 2v2 mode, which can be a lot of fun, and definitely a change of pace if you're getting bored of ranked play, multiplayer, Warzone, whatever you're playing. Fun, fast-paced. There'll be 4 maps on launch, and again, could be a fun change of pace. Obviously, if you don't have a full squad, you could load up to some Gunfight instead. The next mode that we'll talk about is called Cranked. Now, this has a little bit of a twist on Team Deathmatch. So, ultimately how this game mode will work is after you get a kill, there will be a timer. Not really sure where. I'll have to get in and test some of these for you guys for future videos, but there will be a timer essentially after you get an elimination, and the point of that is that you will have that many seconds. Again, they didn't really mention. I would think maybe it's about like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You have that amount of time to get another kill, essentially making it a very fast game mode where people are going to have to be challenging, looking for their next kill, so it could be super chaotic. And ultimately, if you don't get the kill before that point, you will subsequently blow up. So, could be an interesting mode. Maybe that could be a fun way to get up some pub gameplay, a little bit of change of pace from ranked, the lines of sight, the map jump spots, things like that. The next thing we'll talk about is the new maps that are going to be added into the mix. So, what I'm going to do, these two maps are called Paleo's Lighthouse and Black Gold. So, what I'm going to do is kick it over to myself in game. Didn't really have the opportunity to record any sort of gameplay or commentary when I'm running around these maps because I have some work going on here at the house. But I did have an opportunity to run around these maps quickly in a private match to show you guys what's going on. Paleo's Lighthouse, just as a quick preface here, Paleo's Lighthouse looks pretty cool. Looks like it's on a stormy island. Parts of it give me an estate vibe inside of the house. It's pretty open, really not too covered outside of the house. Lots of different routes you can take. And pretty interestingly, on black and gold, it appears like you have night vision on this map. I'm not too sure, maybe this is a Warzone thing. I'm not too sure how to take that off, or if that's just sort of a preset thing on this map. Looks pretty interesting. We'll have to see sort of how it plays. I'll have to get in some pubs and get a better idea of how these maps play. But I'll kick it over to myself here at this point for the runarounds. They're about a minute long, and then we'll continue on with our last topic, which is ranked play.
Free-for-all. Targets are up. Kill them all. Fast hands online. Free-for-all. Destroy all threats in the AO.
Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed those videos of me giving you guys a little bit of a tour of the two new maps. Again, these are 6v6 maps, so potentially they could be added into ranked play and the CDL map set. It's sort of just a little bit too late in the season in my opinion. I'm not really sure if black and gold is going to be a map sort of off the jump that the players are going to like. It seems a little bit cheesy, the night vision, the colors are weird. So not sure there. And then for Paleo's Lighthouse, it's an interesting map. I think it's just at the point where it's too late in the season. Teams have to get a lot of reps on it, practice it, learn it, go through call-outs, get strategies. I just think it's a little bit too late. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But the last thing that we'll talk about here in this video is ranked play. So I'll throw up a few screen grabs for you guys from the article. The first one is that the divisions will all stay the same in terms of their SR requirement. So, up to a certain point, I think bronze is like 900. I'll throw again this graphic up here, recording it without it in front of me. But all those categories are going to remain the same. I know that diamond is 5400 because that's what I was just grinding for here. Fell a little bit short, stayed in plat 3. Tried to play a little bit last night, but again, a lot of people trying to rank up knowing that there would be a reset, so I will be down to gold 1 as I was in platinum 3. Kind of wish I got up to diamond, but it is what it is. As long as I can play with the fellows, I don't really care. I think I ended around 5200 SR, so pretty happy with that, and I think it got me in like the 70th percentile. I kind of forget, there was a graphic that was put up to sort of show the discrepancy of players and where people fell within the ranked divisions. The other thing that we'll talk about to wrap up the video is the reset. So you'll be put back one division from where you are all the way up to diamond. So if you were diamond, you would go down to platinum, platinum to gold, gold to silver, silver to bronze. And in my case, like I was just sort of describing, I was platinum 3. You'll get reset a whole division and back to the first tier of that division. So from platinum 3, I'll go back down to gold 1. Just giving you a little something to grind for, and obviously you already have the head start of having sort of grinded up into this point. I like this change, sort of resets everybody back down. Obviously some people have put in a ton of hours by the end of the season, so a little bit more of a level playing field for people trying to push up to the top. Everybody who's in iridescent and top 250, if some of you guys are watching this video that are in that category, definitely comment down below, and we'll have to connect so you can give me some tips on my gameplay to incorporate into my gameplay or videos or things like that. But you'll be reset down to diamond in that case. So that's going to do it for all of the update notes here for Season 3. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think, whether it be the weapon tuning, whether it be the new maps being added, if you guys are excited for some of the new modes that are going to be coming, and potentially if you think that the way they were handling ranked play is a good idea. But for now, that's going to do it for me, guys. This has been your boy Frankie Bones, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.